All right, you gotta hear this, because this is one of the wildest, I mean wildest, pop culture crossover rumors I've seen in a long, long time. We are talking about a global sports icon, maybe, stepping onto the set of a huge Hollywood blockbuster. I mean, the names right there say it all. Cristiano Ronaldo and Fast and Furious? Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction right there. Wait, hold on. Are we actually talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, joining Dom Toretto's family? I mean, going from scoring goals in the Champions League to pulling off insane car chases? This is the rumor that is just absolutely breaking the internet right now.
Okay, so let's get into the Hollywood rumor mill. This story just popped up, and believe me, it is making waves in like every circle. Sports, movies, you name it. So what's actually being said? How did this crazy idea even start? Let's break it down.
So here it is, the heart of the rumor. Reports are flying around that CR7 has been cast in the final Fast and Furious movie, Fast X Part 2. And look, we're not talking about some small indie film here. This is one of the biggest, highest-grossing movie franchises on the entire planet, and they might be adding one of the most famous athletes in history to their big finale. The scale of this, it's just insane.
And here's what makes this whole thing so juicy: the details. This isn't just some rumor about a quick, blink and you'll miss a cameo. No. The word is, this is a real role, a part that was written specifically for Ronaldo. And maybe the biggest piece of evidence, the hint apparently came from the man himself, Vin Diesel, which, gives this a whole lot more credibility than just some random internet chatter.
Okay, so that leads us to the million-dollar question, right? Could he actually pull this off? I mean, can a football god become a believable action hero? Let's really look at this. Okay, first things first, let's just get this out of the way. On the pitch, the man is an absolute legend, a GOAT, no question. He's conquered the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. He's got more Champions League trophies and Ballon d'Or awards than most people have, well, anything. His legacy in football is completely sealed. Done.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting, think about how all those skills translate to the big screen. The speed, the strength, the sheer athleticism. The Fast and Furious franchise is practically built for a guy with his physical gifts. I mean, come on, would he even need a stunt double? Probably not.
And you can just see it now, can't you? It's like the scene writes itself. You got Ronaldo stepping out of some ridiculous supercar. Everything goes in slow motion. He looks at Dom and just says, family, and then hits him with a shoo-you. Tell me that's not pure Hollywood gold. You can't.
All right. All jokes aside for a second, let's pull back and look at the bigger picture here. Because if this is real, it's about way more than just one movie role. This is about how the modern super athlete is evolving. Yeah, this isn't just about a career change. This is about building an empire. You can see the blueprint, right? Step 1, completely conquer the world of football. Become a true global icon. Done. Step 2, build a massive personal brand that goes way beyond the sport. Also done. So, is Step 3 launching a movie empire? For someone with Ronaldo's level of ambition, it feels like the next logical step, the next world to conquer. And that's really the key takeaway here. This isn't just about what happens in the next 90 minutes of a game. It's about legacy, it's about branding, it's about becoming a full-on global entertainer. We're really seeing a new kind of athlete emerge, one that's also a multi-platform superstar playing a totally different game. So the big question is, how is the world reacting to all this? Well, as you can probably guess, social media is absolutely on fire. The opinions are flying, and people are, well, they're all over the map on this one. And this breakdown is just fascinating. So you've got the biggest slice of the pie, almost half the people who are just completely hyped. They are so ready for this. Then you've got this other huge group, about 35%, who are just in total shock. They can't even process it. And then there's this solid 20% who are just impressed. They're just like, wow, is there anything this guy can't do? And that all brings it back to you. We've talked about the rumor, we've looked at the potential, we've seen the fan reaction, so now it's time for you to weigh in. So I'm asking you straight up, is Cristiano Ronaldo joining Fast and Furious a huge win or a major loss? Is this a brilliant next step for his career, or is it maybe just a little too much? This is a real debate. And really, the whole thing boils down to two completely different ways of looking at it. On one side, you've got the people who say, hey, stick to the pitch. They believe a legend should focus on their sport, protect that legacy at all costs. But then you've got the other side, right? They're saying, no way. use that massive platform to conquer new worlds, go into movies, business, entertainment, the whole shebang. And honestly, there's no easy answer here.
But in the end, whether this specific rumor turns out to be true or not, it proves something really important about today's biggest stars. Their game, their ambition, it extends so far beyond the stadium. For them, the game doesn't stop at the pitch.